When it comes to enticing summer walleyes to bite, live bait rigging can be one of the most effective ways to go about doing that. And I love doing it. I'm from Minnesota, so we're one rod people, and we love to go hand to hand, toe to toe with walleyes. Live bait rigging for me, the way I like to do it here, this is a slick stick sinker. So my sinker is of solid stainless steel. It's also a little bit taller than your average live bait sinker. The snell is varied in length, depending. The longer the leader, the clearer the water is generally the way I'm going to go. And I love soft floating jig heads like I have right here. This one happens to have a leech attached to it. I hook it through the sucker because that's the tail. It's going to swim up and away. The real key to live bait rigging is that once you're going along and you get over the top of a fish, maybe you see it on your depth finder, is that you stall the boat in position and hold it. Basically keep everything tight all the way down to the sinker and let that bait swim up above that fish's head for as long as it takes for that fish to finally cave in and say, you know what, I can't say no, I gotta eat it. But sometimes, we know that walleyes don't bite super aggressive. So the tool that you use, your rod, can be hugely important. This is a Muse Gold 7.6 medium light. As I'm trolling along with my live bait rig, I want the rod to engage a little bit and have a little bit of bend to it so I can feel everything that's happening on the business end of this. When a fish bites, I want to be able to feel it, and that give in the rod tip is super important. So when he bites, I can drop my line and feed him. That's live bait rigging. We're going to feed that line out to that fish. But when it comes to setting the hook, I want to be able to crank it up and drive this thing home, and I want to be able to set the hook good. So it's got to have a good, strong butt section of the rod, and the middle of the rod's got to have some giveness, because you know what? Big summer walleyes can be awful feisty out of that deep water, and you need a rod that can fight them and get them all the way back to the boat. Muse Gold 7.6 medium light is a mandatory part of my live bait rigging arsenal for walleyes in the summer.